Let's head out to the Plains. Auburn versus Texas A&M. It was an instant classic, overtime win for Auburn, and there were some big-time names on campus. Let's start with Naeem Offord, who was back for his fourth game visit of the season. This one seems like it's trending towards the Tigers. How you feeling?
Well, my on-3 RPM finally reflects that. Logged the prediction in favor of Auburn this morning after talking to numerous sources regarding the recruitment, talked to the Offord family, talked to people that spent time with him on Saturday. I think that was a win that really shows him the trajectory of the program, right? Auburn's been close in every ball game, but to break through, to knock off Texas A&M, put themselves in position to achieve a postseason berth against Alabama next weekend. I think that it's all starting to line up for Naeem Offord and Auburn. Certainly you follow the visits, but just playing well, getting around those recruits again. Auburn's got the number 5 class in the country, headlined by guys like Deuce Knight and Jared Smith, who are also back on campus over the weekend. He sees the trajectory, the talent being recruited, but the product on the field for them to finally get a big win after so many heartbreaking losses. I think those inches add up in the recruitment of Naeem Offord. He's going to be back at Ohio State this weekend. Oregon's also still in play, but I like the way it's lining up for Auburn. Colleague Chad Simmons does too. We have predictions in for Auburn.
I'm a little surprised he's making that trip back up to Ohio State, but hey, gives the Buckeyes one last shot to get him to stick. We'll see what happens, but I like your pick for Auburn. All right. More from Auburn. Confidence is building for the Tigers around Georgia commitment. Running back Usman Kroma, he was in town this weekend. Steve, are you predicting him to flip yet?
Well, of the schools that he's still considering down the stretch, he's committed to Georgia, Auburn, and then I'm hearing Ole Miss trying to make a late push. Auburn's by far his best relationship. They were the program that's pushed for him the longest, prioritized him the longest, and him coming back says a lot to me about him wanting to give the Tigers one last look, and it didn't hurt that the Auburn ground game really got going. And there's an opportunity for him to be an instant impact player on the Plains, but Georgia battling to keep him in the fold. I could certainly see him sticking with Georgia as well, so that one's going to be a war.
All right, one more flip target I want to talk to you about is Darian Smith, the Tennessee pass rusher, defensive lineman edge. He was on campus. Can Auburn flip him from Tennessee?
They can. We talked about that coming into the visit. He's got a couple teammates committed to Auburn. His 2026 teammate, blue chip safety Jira Edwards, loved the experience. He said he thought Hugh could take Auburn to a national championship. But yes, Auburn is certainly still in play to get this flip done.
All right, well, we can't talk Auburn recruiting if we don't talk about the biggest official visitor that was on campus over the weekend. That's 5-star defensive lineman Justice Terry from the state of Georgia. He was in for that OV. Steve, what are you hearing?
I'm not sure I realized till this morning that Manchester, Georgia, where Justice is from, is only about 35 minutes away from the Auburn campus. So proximity going in Auburn's favor, relationships with that staff. Kenyatta Watson, he doesn't have a longer standing relationship in college football. Vontrell King Williams has done a nice job recruiting him, the defensive line coach. It was a tremendous atmosphere. He felt at home around the players. I think that Justice Terry and his family gave Auburn reason to believe that they have a great chance to land him during the early signing period. He's not going to commit till December 6th. My RPM's still on Georgia, but I have an eyeball on Auburn moving forward.
All right, Auburn fans, how we feeling after that big overtime win? Recruiting looks like it's coming through. Talk to us, comment section below.